involved. And yeah.
That's good. That's good to know. Yes.
I just wanted to stress how important that training program has been for Kenya. And it takes time. It takes a generation to grow a generation, right?
That's true. Yeah.
And so you have to be patient. And I still remember the very early days, because I used to be a PhD student myself in Oxford, when some of the Oxford professors were leaving for Kilifi to set up the partnership with KEMRI. And it was a very exciting time. And so I've been coming and going, not to Kilifi, but to the Center for Global Health Research in Kisumu in Western Kenya. And I can see the change over the last 30 years, and they're dramatic. So when you, maybe up to 10 years ago, the main worry was indeed, no, if they go abroad, they don't come back. Now we see the opposite. It's Kenyans coming back from the diaspora because the exciting research is now happening here
in the country.
Right? And so there is a clear change in momentum. And I just want to add as well that the Center for Global Health Research in Kisumu has benefited enormously from the work that is done in another KEMRI center at the coast in terms of that kind of capacity building. And some of the medical doctors that were kind of graduated from the Kilifi Center moved to Western Kenya, and they brought that academic culture with them that did not yet exist in Western Kenya, where it's normal as Kenyan scientists to think about ideas yourself, to write the grant yourself, the protocols yourself. So it's now much more Kenyan-owned research, and these researchers are able to generate large and really important and impactful research grants. And so Western Kenya has benefited from the work done somewhere else in Kenya, and I think we're now reaching a stage where some of the graduates from the center in Western Kenya are moving back to Nairobi or Kilifi, and so Kilifi and the offices in Nairobi are benefiting from what happens in Western Kenya.
Interesting.
And vice versa. So, and I think this is where the charter also is very important, because now it allows KEMRI to have more institutional ownership and show that pathway where it's becoming normal for students or PhD students or postgraduate to move around the country to different centers rather than always having to go abroad.
Okay. I see that. And I mean, Prof, you also you lead the malaria epidemiology section, right, at LSTM, and we know, and especially right here in the country, malaria has been one of those things. It's a big problem, right? So when we're looking at research, what are some of the gaps that probably existed that when we're looking at this partnership, the biggest hope is will come and sort of like close this gap so that we're able to move forward and find solutions like Dr. Martin highlighted earlier on.
Are we allowed to, as international partners, to brag a little bit about the achievements of KEMRI?
I mean, you can. With Dr. Martin's. Dr. Martin says okay.
And so my background is indeed malaria. So I know what